Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. Starting off with some mostly cloudy conditions around the area this morning. Did see a few light showers push through the area earlier this morning. That has since pushed mostly off to the east and southeast, and should see dry conditions prevail as we move through the day with decreasing clouds, and we'll see some slightly breezy conditions. And overall, we'll see a pretty nice weekend ahead. Our next chance of rain will come late Sunday into the overnight hours, and overall fairly seasonable weekend ahead. Take a look at the current surface analysis, the boundary that pushed through the area just to our south, and that will continue pushing out of the area. We'll see this boundary way up to the north kind of come in as we move through the early morning hours tomorrow, and that's going to bring just a reinforcing shot of some more seasonable air as well as some breezy conditions and drier air into the area for Saturday. If we take a look at current conditions, we're seeing a broken deck of 4,500 feet, broken at 9,000 feet. Winds out of the northwest at 6 knots, temperature at 63 degrees, and our relative humidity is at 67%. Taking a look at the current visible satellite, we can see the cloud layers kind of streaming through the local area associated with that boundary, and some of that shower activity is now off the coast and off to the north and northwest, seeing those clearing skies, and that will be the case as we move through the day today, likely ending the day with mostly sunny conditions. If we take a look at the European model here, we'll see these showers continue to push away and dry conditions prevail as we move through the day and into the evening. As you can see, getting into the early morning hours of Saturday, a bit of a tighter pressure gradient, some thickness values here indicating that second dry front pushing into the area. Again, we're going to see a chance of some breezy conditions with that, possibly even seeing a wind advisory for the early morning hours and into the start of the day on Saturday as high pressure builds in over the area and keeps things dry and seasonable as we move through Saturday. We'll see a continuation of dry conditions, but we'll see some increasing clouds as we move into Sunday, becoming mostly cloudy ahead of a frontal system that will be approaching the area, particularly as we get later in the day on Saturday. As you can see here, we start to see rain moving into the region, and the best chance of rain here locally will be likely after 8 p.m. and into the overnight time frame and into early Monday morning. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we'll see green conditions through our working hours today. We'll see slightly breezy conditions with winds out of the northwest 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots. As the clouds break, we'll see our high temperature warming up to around 72 degrees this afternoon as things become mostly sunny. And then again, going into the evening time frame, we'll see cooling temperatures getting closer to seasonable lows with a low expected around 46 degrees. But again, we'll see those winds ramping up with that secondary boundary coming through, possibly seeing those winds out of the north, 9 to 14 knots, gusting up to 23 knots. So we do pick up a yellow risk for those winds at or above 25 knots through that Saturday morning time frame, as we have mainly clear skies going through that time frame as well. Tides are running normal, and then for our Saturday, we'll keep a yellow risk for those winds at or above 25 knots, possibly some gusty winds early on to start the day, and then we'll see those winds subsiding as we move through the day. But overall, mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions, and we'll have a seasonable high of 61 degrees. We'll see a partly cloudy and seasonable low of 42 degrees for Saturday evening. Overall, green conditions expected with those increasing clouds, and then Sunday we'll see mostly cloudy and slightly breezy conditions out of the south, so slightly warmer with a high of 66 degrees. And we'll have a very slight chance of rain late in the time period here, but looking at green conditions, as we do expect that rain to really move in after this time frame, after the 8 p.m. time frame, and more so into the evening overnight time frame. So that's what we can expect for our weekend. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.